Hey guys, tonight I am going deep diving into the divine feminine, getting deep in, taking it really deep. So I'm going to start with the Great Goddess Oracle, the power of the feminine, longing for her masculine, that interplay between the glorious feminine and the majestic, magnificent masculine, and what we do for each other, what we would do for each other, like the power of love, what we go through in order to achieve I'm getting the greatness within, like the I guess the greatest love, to get there, to get the cherry on the cake, and to get to eat it too. Like, we're the cherry on the cake, like we're the cake. You get the cake and then you get the cherry on the cake, which is the higher you, like it's the you. But when you reunite, you get to eat each other. And it's a never-ending freaking, like a never-ending pack of Tim Tams. It's a never-ending freaking delicious cake with cherries and cream and caramel sauce and choc drops and freaking everything. Like, that's never-ending. The goodness is never-ending. And so, I guess this is like what we go through as bakers, to bake ourselves, bake our own cake, and to ice it fucking beautifully and add the cherry on top, and make that delicious cake, and then bring our cakes together for a freaking smorgasbord of love, devouring each other for all of the rest of time type thing, and continually decorating our cakes and devouring our cakes and decorating our cakes and devouring our cakes, all those delicious, yummy, divine things that we get to do together when we finally baked our cake. And we both, masculine, feminine, we bake our cakes in different ways, and we both have to follow our own recipes, and the recipe and the bake time maybe slightly different, but we have to allow for the other one to make their recipe, bake their cake, decorate, ice it, and when it's ready they will bring it to us. Just the same, when ours is ready, we'll bring it to them, or it'll be there, and so those cakes can't be eaten until they're ready, right? If you really want a tasty cake, you've got to wait for it to be baked and cooled and iced and cherry on top, whipped cream. Yeah, we love our sweeties. I'm getting lots of images of a chocolate and dripping things, potions, nectar, honey, and drooling mouths. We're all hungry to eat these our mates' sweet cakes, sweet ass treats. Yeah, we're all starving. Yeah. I just got this telepathy thing is an actual thing as well. Hey, I just got like you freaking made a milkshake to go on the side. I'm still waiting for my cake to be baked. And you're making a milkshake now. And all I want to do is come eat and drink you. Yeah. My milkshake wants to be drunk and my cakes want to be eaten, so whenever you're ready. But anyway, so that's what I'm getting at. It's a delicious little thing that we've got going on, but yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of time. But you know, that's the kind of energy that we've got going on. But you know, at the same time, it's kind of like MasterChef. Masters. It's kind of like MasterChef. It's like our kitchens are like back to back. We can hear each other, but we can't see each other. And this is where like the telepathy, like this connection comes in. It's like you can be, you know, yelling at each other over the, you know, if you watch MasterChef, it's kind of like, you know, imagine these two kitchens back to back and you're doing your thing. And like you can kind of like be helping each other. I guess, you know, the opposite is true. You can be kind of yelling obscenities over like, hurry the fuck up, what the fuck are you doing? Which happens sometimes, but you know, that doesn't help. And so you kind of got to be the cheerleader and like, you know, you can beat the clock, you can get there in time. You know, there's still a bit of time on the clock, it's ticking down, but hang in there, keep going, you got this. Yeah, so that's kind of like how I am feeling that, you know, the twin flames we've got going on right now is this, it feels like, you know, the clock's ticking down and you're like, is he going to finish in time? Is he going to deliver a edible cake? You know, but and I'm so hungry. We're starving. We're fucking starving. But you know, both of us have gone through, you know, all that stress of you know, trying to find our recipe, follow our recipe, and get the ingredients, bake the cake, and make it presentable. For the judges, for the taste testing. And you know, chefs can be pretty meticulous sometimes. You're perfectionists. We want everything to be just so and presented perfectly. When all the, you know, well, in this case, it's no one else but like the most important person, the person that you're baking it for. You want them to be fucking impressed with the presentation, with the taste, with it, like, you know, everything. And so I'm kind of getting this energy as well. It's like, you know, we're looking at the time, like we're starving and, you know, we're dying to devour each other's cakes and everything. And we know that the time is a factor. We're watching the clock and we're starving. But at the, you know, the creator within us, the, you know, desire to fulfill and to please and to be the best that we can be for the most important, you know, person in our lives. Like, we want it to be perfect, but yeah, so like, you know, we do put in a lot of effort. Now that's what I'm kind of getting. And I guess when it comes to guys, you know, there's a lot of pride and the masculine has to do his thing, right? And you know, just by saying that, the feminine, like there was part of me just then that freaking started bouncing in her seat, like the part of a feminine that fucking loves how a guy wants to please her. Is that kind of what it is? Yeah. I don't know, there was something that just really bubbled up inside me when I said that. It's like, I don't know, feeling proud of the other, of you know, your partner, for them wanting you to be proud of them. It's like, it's this double dose. It kind of goes backwards and forwards. Like the more they try, the more it's not trying. It's really hard to explain the feelings that come up. It's such a happiness to feel how they feel within them, of like, I want to do this for you, and that feeling within you is like, I just want you, so you just like get here, but then, you know, you don't say or do that because you're like, you kind of just get the excitement of like, I just want you, but I understand how important it is for you to be doing this, because you really want to do it for me. So I'm really excited, and I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm excited, but I also like can't fucking wait. It's really that kind of feeling, almost like, you know, the saying, it's the thought that counts. And so like that thought of him trying to make it really good and like the best he can be type thing, like the thought of that is what counts, really. And so that is what like washed over me then. And so like, you know, to be honest, it's like, I just want him. I don't give a shit about anything else. I just fucking want him in my life. But at the same time, I'm excited for him being excited, or feeling passionate about doing something for me, where he doesn't even have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thought that counts, and it's that thought of him wanting to do that or whatever that sends ripples of feminine excitement through me. And the waiting for your meal to be delivered. Your mail. Yeah, the mail meal. The meal mail. The main meal. The main male meal. Say that 3 times fast. Here's a meal and a half. More than that. Anyways, they're the energies that are going on. So we've got Anu nut, and Aryan hod. So Anu is solace, restoration, health. Nut, lady of the vast cosmos, Nut, sorry. And Aryan rod, insight, wisdom, destiny. I'll show them to you, hang on. So we've got Anu, 32. Nut, number 7. So we've got, and 28, Orion hod. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. We'll see. Aryan rod, number 28. So 32, I'm getting the compass rose. 32 points on the compass rose. So direction and rose. And Nut, number 7, lady of the cosmos. So obviously 7, 7th heaven. All the sevens, whatever you want to go with it. Yeah, 7 natural wonders, the 7 angels that speak of these blessings into our earrings. 28. Whenever I see 28, I think of the rosellas, the 28 birds. Red and green, emerald and ruby. And 28 to 8, 88, or 2 infinities, 2 infinite beings, rose, L, so rose angels, La, singing La. Oh yeah, and Rosella, and it's like all. So source, so rose, source, angels, compass, directions, 32 points. So that's very infinite as well, like every direction. The 32, the compass rose. Kind of getting disco ball enlightenment as well. If you've listened to my disco ball metaphor, you got, it's the whole globe. It's like you've accessed kind of all your points. So kind of you've merged with your higher self type thing. And the 7, obviously, the 7 could also be the Pleiades, being in touch with our star family. The Pleiades ladies, the seven sisters. So I'll quickly just see what the ladies have to say. So Anu is, I am the earth and I am your eternal source of nourishment. I am she who nourishes. I feed the land and ensure her bounty and health. I raise the hills, which are my breasts. I am the valleys and the caves, the good earth and all that springs forth from her. For I am the earth, and I am your first mother. Well did I feed the gods. I fed the first people, the shining ones, and I feed them still, for they are alive, yet not of this world you inhabit. Your flourishing will give me the deepest peace and pleasure, so I will nurture you when you feel the edge of hunger invade your peace. I will feed your soul and fill you with the flowing goodness of the deepest land. My breasts bring forth etheric milk of the richest energy, the life force and vitality that can ensure the growth, sustenance and continuing well-being of the land, and thus of you, for you are a child of the land. So that is the meaning of Anu, which is, Mother Earth and the feminine divine, like source feminine, which is like Earth is like the embodiment of feminine divine, in my opinion. So card 32 is the invocation of Anu. So it's like asking, it's the request of it's the connection to. I speak your name, dear Goddess Anu, I speak your name with reverence, knowing that just as you bring life and birth to the world, so too do you take us in and renew us when we are frail and in need of succor and support. Take me in now and offer me a light so that I can heed your wise counsel, discern what must be decided from what must be let go. Yeah, so, it's that what we get from if you want to go deep as far as you can, like it's what we get from the feminine divine. It's what you can feel when you see beauty, when you connect with Earth. That is the true feminine like flow that can sustain us, especially when we're hungrily waiting for our mate's cakes to be baked. Her love and energy, the fulfillment, like to fill our buckets if we're ever feeling empty, like that is the energy that can sustain us when, as individuals we're feeling low or isolated. Yeah. Yeah. Like the sun is the masculine divine energy. The earth is like the feminine divine energy, and connecting to both of them, you're connecting to source. Yeah. So a note. I will connect you with the infinite eternal. I am the vast, undiscovered cosmos, the universes and galaxies, the planets, the asteroids, the overarching inky sky at night. When I come to you, I wish for you to gaze into the depths of the universe and become one with the infinite that dwells within you. You are a living fragment of stardust and bone, and I am the great guardian of all that we cannot come close to knowing. I hold up the sky at night, and I govern the dreams we have in the darkness. So when I come to you, lay down the small things your human mind can eat itself alive with. The bitter, small knives of the everyday must give way to magnificence and wonder, because there is more within this shard of existence than we have dreamt of. The mystery of the night knows no limits. for I am the first form, the mother of all, the birther of solar systems. My fecundity is boundless and my youth is eons, for I am life everlasting. I swallow the sun each sunset, and I birth a newborn sun again each dawn. Into me, the primordial mother, all stars return and are reborn again and again, and to me and into me you will pass until you return to the starry dust that is your matter and form. Gaze upon me, contemplate me, unite with a small portion of my starry body that your beautiful human eyes can see. Through this fusion, gazing into the night sky can heal you. My vast night cloak, I will soothe you, take you away from your troubles and infuse you with a cosmic sense of proportion. For despite my stretching into the endless possibilities of the universe, you are part of me. To me you belong, and me you can witness, you can behold. I open the door to this mystery so you can create, be comforted and find inspiration and undying astonishment at the splendor of it all. Child, look beyond and into the wild infinite of the cosmos. Search for the aching wonder amidst my stars and planets. For you, my child, are star born. Ah, yes. So, I guess that's like next level feminine. That's cosmic feminine. It's like it's like planetary feminine. Something physical, something that it's more in your face. And then not is like next level, higher, even, higher divine, cosmic feminine. Yeah. It's like you could relate anew to being you in touch with yourself, and then not being the your highest self. It's more quantum-y, you know what I mean? And 28. Yeah, both of them have motherly vibes as well. And I guess we have that within ourselves. Like, I know my higher self has this very protective vibe over me, which is, it's really weird to have a connection with yourself that is of that kind of I'm looking after you type vibe. And when I connect with Earth, it is the same. Again, it's like the connection with yourself and Earth and the cosmos can be kind of every relationship within the feminine or the masculine, from sibling, my sister the Earth, my friend the Earth, my sister the Earth, my mother the Earth, my child the Earth. I feel protective of the Earth, so I've got that as well. So it's, it goes both ways. And also her being protective over me, as my mother, and also again as my grandmother. And it has all these different natures to it, and we have these natures within ourselves too. And this is where like the triple goddess comes in, when you kind of access this like within yourself, the triple goddess of the maiden mother and crone, of like friends with yourself, and then mother to yourself, and like grandmother to yourself type thing. Like, and that's kind of like the different levels of our consciousness that we have access to, like within ourselves. And I guess it's like within every relationship as well, when you really think about it. We can access those different ways of being, those different altitudes, those different attitudes in all relationships. And, you know, also partner, because I feel like I've got this, you know, because like with the masculine, my connection to the masculine, like with the divine masculine, with the earth masculine, with the sun masculine, with the cosmos masculine, like with the masculine energy, with my own masculine energy, I can go through and have a relationship with that masculine side of me, which is all masculine. If it's with me, it's with all masculine, as friend, brother, partner, father, grandfather. And, you know, this comes through in my writing, that the masculine that comes out in my writing comes out in brotherly, comes out in friend, it comes out in partner, it comes out in father, it comes out in wise elder, grandfather. It comes out in all the different ways. But it's like it's coming from the same place. It's the divine masculine. And, you know, I think like this is, you know, like you hear about, yeah, no, I won't get into that. I was just going to kind of say, like, you know, in the Egyptians, how like the gods were like sister husband, like sister wife, or brother, what did they call them? Consort, brother, consort, and like all the relationships were kind of all over the show. But maybe that's what they're getting at, is like the divine, there's so many different aspects to the divine feminine and masculine, and they can interact in so many different ways, you know. And we have this ability to connect with, you know, the masculine, feminine in this way within ourselves and with everything, because everything has that aspect. Everything is of that, the divine masculine, feminine, you know. So Orion Rod, the wisdom of your life lessons. Arian Rod, Lady of the Silver Wheel, Mother of Destiny. I know all the names of the stars from north to south, and I have been in the galaxy from the birth of time. I am the Lady of the Silver Wheel, and I dwell in two places, for I am many-formed. My seat is within Kaya Arian Rod, which you know as Corona Borealis. Thus I am crowned with stars, which will rise again to the earth. I am crowned with stars. My other realm is within the ocean deep, a drowned land land which will rise again to the earth. My gift of or curse, as you see it, is geese, a boundary or lesson that you will live with and learn from within this life. From my cosmic throne, I offer the lesson your soul needs to work with in order to further evolve into its fullest self. I am the mother of lessons, the one who will trap people within her prison, or guys, which can only be escaped from by understanding the depth of your challenges and embracing them. I am the mother of skills, the god Lu, and Dylan, the spirit of sea. It is to this mother you will come to understand your purpose this lifetime, and to do this you must look at the guys of your life. And just like I'm getting kind of like disguise the guys, and until you gain the understanding of the guys, you may remain trapped within the consciousness that has not removed its shackles of misunderstanding. It's like ego kind of karma thing. I am the chaste goddess of the silver wheel, the mother, the virgin, the star being. I belong to no one, and I sit upon my throne in shining solitude in my own realm, gifting all a purpose that is cosmic as well as earthly. See my spiral, see my triskells. I am the 3 in 1, the above, the below, and the great within. I will gift you with skills, help you understand your life's vast meaning, offer you depths in the immense perspectives of the stars. You are a child of earth, sea, and the vast overarching galaxies, and I will see you again. In between this lifetime and the next, we will choose together what you next shall become. That's like the highest you, the sovereign you. Calling on Arianrod, Lady of the Silver Wheel, you who dwell amidst the stars and deep within the drowned castle, shine your light upon my path, so I can make peace with what seems now to restrict me. Let me allow all false chains and bindings to fall away. Yeah, so that's the goal, to become truly sovereign like that. It is the divine within you that you're calling to assist you to become more you. And that's the journey of like realizing that it is you that's helping you, and the divine feminine masculine within you is always there, helping you bake your cake. They're, the master chefs in the background giving advice, like when you're freaking the fuck out in the kitchen and time's running out and all that. They're there, and they're you. They're the higher you, helping this earthly you get to the point of realizing you're a master chef, and just embody their wisdom, your own wisdom. Bake your cake and start eating, and then keep eating for the rest of your life with your mate in the other kitchen. Just keep baking cakes like kids in a candy shop. I'll just get one each from these other ones, because I really wanted to go for some of my deeper decks, and you got to read them, hey, to get the most out of it. So because I'm reading, I'll just get one. I will refrain myself from getting carried away. It's already 40 minutes in. The Shaman's Mirror. And Hugh Yi. See, I'm already getting two, but I'll do it. 34 and 22. Shaman's Mirror. A pause to reflect lengthens that magical moment of liberating potential that occurs between action and reaction. In that moment, there is precious power to halt karma in its tracks. To access such karma clearing potency, slow down and look deeper. The dynamics happening around you avail pathways to better understand the dynamics within you. Be patient and contemplate to understand what is taking place, what belongs to another and what belongs to you. Only then can you realize what is being asked of you at a spiritual level. There is an empowered inner response to an outer trigger that will bring you peace while stimulating wise action on your part. Yeah, it's breaking the patterns of the past and choosing the higher you response rather than repeating old patterns, kind of getting, sucked back into the old lower you. And I know from personal experience, when I stop myself from going through the same patterns, it changed something within me. Like in the moment I said, no, I'm not. I saw the pattern happening and I said, I'm not continuing to do this. And extremely hard, to stop continuing about behavior that you've always kind of done. But it's like it triggers something within you to up level, and the change within you, like there's some kind of change, like literally that it changes you. By changing that pattern, you literally can feel yourself up level, and you get closer to your higher self. And you kind of keep doing that, and you get closer and closer to your higher self, closer and closer to the divine, like more the more it's like each time you do that, you become more of that master chef. Like imagine you're cooking in the kitchen, baking that cake, and you've seen them on the Master Chef show, like sometimes they freak the fuck out and make mistakes, and they get so stressed by looking at the time or whatever that everything goes to shit. Or in the moment they break through that stress, break through the pattern of reaction to the stress surroundings, and they build this like strength in the moment of breaking through that pressure, that stress. It's the breakthrough moment that creates more of that master within them. And each time they do that in the kitchen, you know, as they're baking their cakes, they become more masterful at their cake baking. And they get access and more skill level, and they bake a better cake. And that is like what we're doing with ourselves. If we can hold under pressure, like hold our purpose and our goal, which is our cake, without getting interrupted or affected by the pressures or screaming crowd or whatever around us. If we can hold our zone, our flow zone, to bake our cake, that is when true mastery and true lessons and true skill develops, and all that. And the skill that develops is the us skill, you know, the skill of becoming more us and in touch with us. And you know, that holding and controlling, that's holding true to ourselves, the self-sovereignty within that moment, is what develops us into true master chef. Hu Yi, the white tiger. You are doing better, have travelled further, and are getting closer than you realise. Though you may not yet see evidence of it, your steady application of will and intention is coalescing into a liberating potency. You shall have your sacred outcome, but you must submit to the greater wisdom of universal cycles and divine timing. You can't make the oven cook quicker than it's going to cook your cake, you know. You just gotta, you know, at that point when it's in the oven, you just gotta wait for it to cook. You've done everything that you can. You've learnt everything you can. Now you've just gotta wait for that buzzer to go off, which is this glorious divine timing. It happens like when it's ready, it's ready. This one is the Tarot of Light. Queen of Stars, the Illuminator. And the Knight of Angels, the Watcher. And Ace of Trees, Abundance. The Emperor, Father. I won't give it, I'll stop myself. And the messages keep coming through. Queen of Stars and Knight of Angels. Your inner creator shines outward, leading you from darkness. You will feel her joy through your senses, thoughts, actions, and all that is reflected to you. She unifies her heart and mind with the light of optimism to guide her actions with love and intuitive wisdom. A tingling sensation ripples through her as all blocks to her ingenuity dissolve into love. The Watcher, the Witcher, you can determine much of what you would and wouldn't like through observation. Watch, learn, and direct your energy accordingly. An angel seeks to engage in life's mysteries through careful observation. He asks questions and collates information from near and far. This angel once sought answers through logic and reason. Over time, he realized this method could only take him so far. Now he sits still within his sacred heart as the mysteries of life to drift toward him. Love-tinted lenses allow him to see the world in its entirety and realize that each question travels with its answer. All he seeks becomes present with perfect timing through golden rays of love. So that's like, the as both kind of balanced feminine, balanced masculine there. Allowing for their cakes to bake. Get a Kuan Yin, the wild Kuan Yin oracle. Blue Mother, Yellow Mountain, gibbous moon. Number 33 again. It's come out a few times. I'm seeing it everywhere. I travel upon the path of grace over sacred earth. The echo of ancient prayers sound forth from the whole yellow mountain. The moon shall soon be full, filling the darkness with light. Victories shall soon be upon you, and the hope that I ignite in your heart shall swiftly become the joy of your celebration. Be serene, my wild, divine beloved. Be peaceful whilst the power of heaven and earth become the celestial horses driving the chariot of your soul to its divine destiny. The cake's nearly baked. I can smell it. It's tasty. It's tasty. It's smelling really good. It's smelling really tasty. She who laughs, humour, perspective, mirth. Fairy elf being there. The hedge witch, herb wisdom, secrets, hidden love. And bliss, contentment, satisfaction, security. She's eaten a whole lot of cake and she's gone into a bit of a cake coma, carb coma there. Sugar and fairy godmother. Revelation, discovery, epiphany. Salut, vitality, health, energy. It's time. The time's about to go off, We're about to eat some yummy cakes. Get your plate ready. The red thread. Good recognizes good. Yeah, God is good. Good is divine. It's the yummy factor. Whatever is you find yummy, like that's where you can find God. That's source. It's yummy sauce. It's good. It's delicious. Testimony. Love is stronger than death. Looks like we're coming out of the desert there. The fifth power. I am a body and a soul. Yeah, this 5D earth. It's soul. You know, living through the higher self is realizing you're a soul. Living through the eyes of the soul. The golden light. Healing comes from within. And I'm just going to finish with a Rumi card because he's got some beautiful words. Give us a good one, Rumi. Be on the threshold of fear. Yeah, that's been coming through so much the last few days. Like no more fear, no fear, releasing the fear. To boldly go, you know, getting over the fear. Yeah. From nothing to everything. So, from nothing to everything is Sweet 16. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far, another emanation of your awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. Oh my God, it's so freaking true. Source is a poet, and he freaking writes and speaks and sings and dances through and paint, like everything he creates through us. And he is a lover. He loves love. Be on the threshold of fear. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back like a bar behind the door. How I celebrate for you. After so long away from home, you are finally returning. Beyond the threshold of fear, you dispense with your doubts, hesitations, cautions, and tentativeness. They are old friends with whom you no longer have anything in common. Goodbye, old friends. I wish you well, you say, whilst turning your face to the burgeoning light of a new and yet ancient world. You are visiting as though for the first time, and yet somehow also remember deep in your sacred heart. Finally, we can sit together in the charming courtyard at home. We shall tell our tales of adventure and laugh, and we'll dance and sing. Eventually, day shall pass into night, and we'll gaze beneath our feet, our mouths gaping open in awe, and minds utterly blank, rendered dumb in sweet submission to beauty, as we watch the world spinning on her axis. So beautiful. Makes me want to cry. I can totally, relate. So, let's get ready to eat our cakes, I say. They're going to taste great. Brand new recipes, tasty as. And, the amazing thing is that we just keep baking them, and we can keep eating them, and we'll never get sick of it, because the recipe's constantly changing, and it's constantly amazing, and we learn and get better and better and better all the time. So, let's do some taste testing. Let's dig in.